2, 1.
Now we will be talking about spin-spin coupling or spin-spin splitting. We know that for measuring the NMR spectra, the tetramethylsilane is used, and wherever the peak comes, this is referred to as the chemical shift or the delta for the corresponding groups. For example, in the case of the ethyl chloride, there are two types of protons, CH3 and CH2. However, these two protons, they will not give singlet peaks all the time. The peaks will be split because of the influence of the magnetic field of one group on the other. Now, how peaks will be split? In this, we can see there are, in this, the neighboring, how many neighboring hydrogens are there? There are 3 neighboring hydrogens. So, the N is 3. So, this peak of this CH2 will be split into N plus 1 is equal to 4 parts. Whereas, in this case, how many neighboring hydrogens are there? 2 neighboring hydrogens. So, N is equal to 2. So, peak will be split into N plus 1 is equal to 3 parts. So, for CH2 we will be getting a quadret, whereas for CH3 we will be getting a triplet. We know that why this is absorbing downfield and this one is absorbing upfield, because it contains more d-shielded protons. Now for CH3, now these 3 protons, they can affect the coupling, they can affect the spin of the neighboring electrons by aligning in different ways. This is totally upfield against the field, totally downfield along with the field. So you can say opposed direction, reinforced direction, and the middle one. One can be aligned, 2 can be non-aligned, 2 can be aligned, and 1 can be non-aligned. So 4 ways in which it affects, so a quadret. Whereas in the case of CH2, it can either be aligned or it can be opposed, or one is aligned and one is opposed. So because of these 3 types of alignments, so the peak of CH3 will be split into 3 parts. So it will be giving a triplet. So here triplet is for CH3 because it is influenced by CH2, whereas the quadret is for CH2 because it is influenced by CH3 group. So this is quadret. Now coming on to the areas of this quadret, you can see the ratio of these areas would be around 1:3:1 in this, 1:2:1 in this case. Why 1:2:1? Because you can see 1:2:1. Here there are 2 orientations. Similarly, in this case there are 4 orientations, and here the ratio is around 1:3. These will be having almost similar area as compared to 1, because in this case 3 times more orientations as compared to totally opposed or totally reinforced. Now this, how you can measure the coupling spin splitting or coupling? You can measure it with the help of a coupling constant, which is J, that is measured in Hertz. Now we know this side it is frequency and this side it is the intensity of peak. The difference here is measured in terms of intensity. Now if you measure this distance between these 2 peaks, it will be the coupling constant, and it has been seen that this will be given as JBA, that is effect of A on B, coupling constant for the effect of A on B, or it is given as JAB, that is the effect of B on the coupling constant of A, and it has been seen that JAB is equal to JBA. How much? The distance between these peaks will be almost similar. Now why this coupling constant is very, very important? This coupling constant is important because for different groups the coupling constant will be different. Thank you.